Ripp, what would you do for $2 billion new dollars? The Running Man 2025 and 1987 are next.
Hey, Mom! The meatloaf! We want it now!
Ask me about my wiener!
Would you like to have a suckle of my zipper?
Like perfect 10?
Cool beans.
Cool beans.
And you never once paid for drugs.
Yeah, Jamie.
We want a shrubbery! Slippy, slappy, Swanson?
I'm a peacock! You gotta let me fly! Shitter!
Welcome back, TFME listeners. I'm your host, Chaps. Through the screen is my co-host, Ripp. Say hi.
Hello.
We are 2 weeks post-finale day, and we hope you had so much fun listening to the Season 2 bracket finale episode as we did making it. Shout out to Jim and Hannah for joining us once again. It was great to have them on. If you haven't listened yet, go back and dive in. We get some pretty interesting matchups and great discussions you don't want to miss. We want to kick things off today with a little bit of a PSA. We're officially in our off season, and we'll be planning things out for Season 3, which we're going to be aiming to drop in the new year. While we get everything figured out for that, please continue to enjoy some off-season content like our new movie reviews, some different genre iterations of the fill-in-the-blank movie ever, and other fun formats we cook up. Alrighty, today we have a double feature. Contenders for the hardest movie ever and the unintentionally funniest movie ever. It's The Running Man 2025 and The Running Man 1987. But first, Ripp, how are you? What's new? And what are you watching?
I'm good, Chaps. It is my favorite time of year. We're a few days out of December here, and at the Macho House, we're officially in Christmas mode.
I kind of figured.
I'm not sure how we're going to top Hot Frosty this year, but I do look forward to trying. For those new around here, every year during the holiday season, my wife and I, we crush Hallmark movies. I guess the name of that genre is a little outdated since nobody really has cable anymore, and Netflix just kind of drops a new one every week. But
my mom's still crushing the Hallmark Christmas movies, though. She's watching that.
But man, I look forward to these Netflix drops, like Walking Phoenix's nuts dropping. You know what I mean? It's just it's my favorite thing.
It's funny. The other day, my partner and I were scrolling Netflix, and we were listed, adding to our list some Christmas movies, and we were like, okay, which ones are here do you think Ripp and his partner have watched?
The answer is all of them.
Yeah, that's kind of where we landed.
Let's start with a Merry Little Xmas here.
So you've already started. It's not even December 1st as of this recording. You guys have already started your Christmas movie watching. Okay, gotcha.
There's so many. You have to start in November. Otherwise, you're never going to watch them all.
That's fair.
A Merry Little Xmas. Okay, so I'm going to set the stage here for you. We've got a who's who of B-list stars and nostalgia-friendly actresses. Alicia Silverstone, Melissa Joan Hart. I don't know if you were a big Sabrina the Teenage Witch fan, but I mean, I'm going to go ahead and say you were.
I watched it with my mom, yeah. We used to watch it.
We got Oliver Hudson as well. This is a classic case of that couple in town separating, but rekindling that spark across a festive 91 minutes.
It's the same format every single time. Every single time. It's they're always in marketing, and they've left their job, they've gone back home.
See, this one's not really career oriented.
Right.
Actually, you know what? I lied because
it is.
I lied. Spoilers for A Merry Little Xmas. The whole thing was she was trying to be a doctor or something. I don't know. I was high during this, obviously. And now my memory needs to be jogged. But essentially, she gave up her big corporate dream to come live in Christmas Town, USA, right? So there's a little bit of leftover resentment. And of course, it takes the magic of Christmas for her to realize that was okay. That was the right play,
Is Christmas Town USA where this actually takes place, or is that just what is known as in the genre, in the industry of these Christmas movies? They always call it it's Christmas Town USA.
It's
is that
Christmas Town USA is always the smallest town in Minnesota.
Right. Yeah. It's always Minnesota.
Right. Where basically you have a who's who's of Schitt's Creek, where everybody knows each other, and whoever is mayor probably shouldn't be mayor.
That's fair. I like that.
Anyway, this one was not as zany as I like them. A lot of relationship, back and forth issues where I'm kind of a shill for let's get batshit crazy here. I want the whole interior of the house decorated in Christmas lights and ornaments. I want you know, like I'm also a big fan of the Christmas Abroad, you know, so like if we're not gonna like be in you know, USA, Christmas Town, USA, like I want to be like in fucking Prague or something.
I've never seen a Christmas movie that takes place abroad, I don't think.
Oh, buddy. I'll we'll get to that in a second.
Yeah, give me some lists.
Anyway, this one was not a hot frosty. This was a cold frosty for me.
I like that. Is that your new barometer?
It's my new barometer. Yeah, absolutely.
Hot frosty or cold frosty, which is interesting because frosty is always just cold.
He is, unless he's hot.
True. Okay. Unless he turns into a human.
I don't know how we're gonna even get to you. This might just be a once Ripp watching.
It's okay. You go ahead.
Okay, number 2 is Champagne Problems. Not a very Christmassy title for me, so already.
No, this sounds more like a New Year's movie.
Yeah, agreed.
Yeah.
So Netflix, again, not a big fan of the title, but they did good with this one, in my opinion. It's definitely zanier, and we got Minka Kelly.
I don't know who that is.
Did you ever watch Friday Night Lights, the show?
Like a couple seasons. I don't remember though, like ages ago.
All right. I don't know how you could forget Minka Kelly. We also have Destination Christmas, as I was saying. We're in Paris, so we got Paris. We got a love story. We got Christmas. Like I'm in. This one was a lukewarm frosty for me. It wasn't a cold frosty, but it wasn't quite hot yet.
That's fair. You know, you're ramping up as they go along.
We're getting there. Well, and third and finally, last night I did watch Christmas in Rome.
Okay, that's straight up
another destination. I think this one is like, so this is 2019, okay? And I think they hadn't quite figured out, they being Netflix, like what really makes a good Christmas Hallmark movie.
They're working out the formula.
They're working out the formula. You know, they brought in what's her name? Lacey Chabert, I think that's her name. Gretchen from Mean Girls.
So this is what I was going to ask. How many movies does Gretchen Wiener star in?
This is the first one I've seen so far.
Okay, but she's in a lot. Yeah. She's in all of them usually.
She's making a good little career out of this. You know, like she's probably bringing in like 200-300 grand a movie. That's hell. Hey, I would do that.
Sign me up. Yeah,
I would do it for free. Honestly, I'd love to be in a Christmas movie. This one though, like I haven't done the research on it, but I have to assume, despite it being called Christmas in Rome, it's all shot in Toronto. Whenever you get like the smallest hint of like, hey, we're in Rome, none of the actors are in the shot, which leads me to believe they just YouTube like Rome.
Yeah, it's all stock footage. Yeah, it's just stock footage, and they're just like, here, we'll just intercut this with all this Toronto backdrop.
Like, there's one part where she's like, oh, let me show you like my favorite part of Rome, and they're in like a basement of a bakery. I'm like, this is okay. This isn't happening
anywhere. Yeah. It might be Christmas in Rome, but they didn't have the budget to be in Rome.
Yeah, exactly, right? This is a cold frosty for me. Zero chemistry between the leads. I gotta believe you're falling in love if I'm gonna enjoy your Christmas movie.
That's fair. That's totally fair. Yeah.
What are you watching? Please try and top that.
Okay, yeah, I'll try my best. So recently my partner and I got out to the movies. We caught Predator Badlands, which I really enjoyed. I think I gave it 4 stars on Letterboxd. It was honestly just like a perfect shut your brain off, eat a bucket of popcorn, and as Ripp always says, enjoy a cherry Coke.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I loved it. I know you haven't seen it, so I don't want to like get too into it with you, but like I would recommend checking it out if you can in theaters, or if not, like definitely watch it when it comes out on whatever streaming platform. It's honestly probably going to come out on Disney because I think I saw the last Predator movie was on there.
Hit me with some spoilers, man. Like honestly, like by the time it comes out in 8 weeks on Disney, like I will have forgotten this entire conversation. And I do want to see this, and I have questions that I want to poke at. So please, like, hit me with.
Yeah. So like is it Elle Fanning? Yeah, Elle Fanning is in it. She's a joy. Like she's great. And they've also like, so here's the biggest spoiler, but I mean it was kind of given away in the trailers. I think this is the first movie to like officially join the Alien and Predator universes outside of the Alien vs. Predator, like those hokey movies from the early 2000s. Like this one officially is like Elle Fanning's playing a Wayland Yutani synth.
That means nothing to me. But I guess my question is that if this is kind of like that AVP like universe, it's not as hokey though. Like this is.
So it's not like, so
it's not camp,
I don't know if you've
right?
seen. Yeah, it's not camp. I don't know if you've seen the original like Alien vs. Predator movies where it's literally like they're just fighting each other. Like it's not that. It's like it's still set in the far off future where like the Weyland Yutani Corporation, which is the corporation that first discovers the xenomorph in the first Alien movie, is like they're collecting species and like samples and all that shit. Sorry, I didn't like take a lot of notes on it, so I'm trying to remember it off the top of my head. But yeah, so they're out there on like some planet, and it's like it's this planet where there's this creature that even the predator like community fears. Like even they're afraid of it. They're like, oh, like we don't like anyone who goes to hunt that thing always dies. Like, and that's where you kind of set off, and it's like the predator in this one is like he's like the runt of the litter, which is interesting take. He's like not like one of the big bulky, just gonna rip your face off predators. He like has to be a bit more clever, and he's more akin to like a human. You know, he's like the humans in the first Predator movies where
he's like fucking Rami Malek in The Amateur.
Yeah, he's like setting traps and stuff, but it's all cool. It all works. It's really interesting stuff.
So is it like an action movie where I can go in and, you know, expect a lot of like fight scenes, or is it more, I want to say like kind of like The Mandalorian, I guess, where it's kind of like an adventure with like some side quests, and it is action?
It's action. It starts off right away with some fighting, like, and then once you get there, like once you get to the planet, it's all action. It's like this planet is like designed to kill people. Like everything there is like deadly to everyone, right? And yeah, just kind of, the pace is great. Like it just runs. Like it's really good. I think it's only an hour 45, something like that.
Oh, I love that. My last question then is, does he speak English? Like, is there a lot of dialogue in this? Because I have to imagine there's not. Right?
No, there's a lot of dialogue, but so he speaks like they're called Yautja. I butchered that probably. Sure. And they have like a dialect and language and stuff like that. But they do the classic thing in sci-fi movies where like oh, you can understand me now. It's because I'm using a universal translator. You know, they do that whole thing to kind of like get over it. But he still, when he speaks, he's speaking in the Predator language. Okay. But she speaks in English. But to him, he's hearing the Predator language. Like they do that whole thing.
I mean, they have to, right?
Yeah, exactly.
I'm not watching a movie with like Predator subtitles.
Well, that's what dude, it is. It's subtitled. Like when he talks, it's subtitled.
Oh, the whole thing is subtitled when he talks.
When he talks, yes, absolutely. Oh, but honestly, he doesn't say much. He doesn't say much, right? Okay. He's got like one-liners and like, you know, like just,
he's got quips.
Yeah, he's got some quips. He tries it out. But like Elle Fanning though is like, she's fantastic. She really like carries the show. Like she's a lot of fun in it.
Nice.
So yeah, I would definitely suggest watching that. And if you want a good double feature, pair that with Alien Romulus. That would be a nice back-to-back watch. Set yourself up in the alien world, understand what a synth is, and then go into the Predator Badlands.
Hell yeah.
Other than that, though, I am all caught up. We're going to do an anime check-in here.
Nice.
I am all caught up with My Hero Academia at 166 episodes. So I'm on the final season now. Now it's airing week to week. So I'm like, I think there's like maybe 2 left.
Okay.
Yeah. And honestly, such a good anime. This shit has been absolutely fucking crazy the last 3 seasons. It's been batshit. It's like, it's been insane. Like I don't want to say it's been better than Dragon Ball, but like it's on par for me right now.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. I don't know if you have any questions about that.
Is Dragon Ball considered like the holy grail of anime? Like, do other shows like touch it?
Probably not. Like,
so
like
for you to say that, is that like blasphemy?
For me, it is. Like people, like if there's other anime lovers out there, they'll probably be like, this guy is like a fucking like fair weather anime fan. Like he just fucking pops in with the Dragon Ball. Yeah. Well, I don't get, yeah.
We don't gatekeep here.
But I think like from what I understand, like Demon Slayer is like a really big one. A lot of people do love My Hero Academia from what I understand. Like I don't really know. There's so many animes out there. Like people, like you take your pick, really, like whatever you're into. If you're into volleyball, there is an anime for you. There's there's crazy shit. But this one's just been awesome. Like the last 3 seasons have just like taken place within like 2 or 3 main battles where they've kind of just evolved over time. And it's like they're hunting down the villains, and then like all of Japan becomes like a battleground, and like it's crazy. It's just gone like 0 to 100. Like first these kids were in school. Now they're fighting like the biggest villains of all time.
Hell yeah.
So if you ever want to check out an anime, I suggest that one. And then last night, my partner and I also watched Materialists.
Oh, okay. What'd you think?
I thought it was crap. I thought it was garbage, man. I think I ended up giving it 2.5 stars. Like, I think my review was like, for a movie about love, it has zero soul, and like everything just felt so flat. And like, honestly, like it feels like that might be part of the shtick of the movie, like being called materialist and all that stuff. Like,
yeah, I was gonna say
that doesn't go over my head. But like near the end of the movie, you're supposed to like believe that this girl's like experienced growth and like she's gonna be with fucking Chris Evans' character, who like honestly should not have been with her. Like, she dumped him for being broke. Like how do you come back from that? Like, it's so weird. I don't know. To me, it was just like zero chemistry between her and Pedro, zero chemistry between her and Chris Evans, and just no soul for like a movie that's supposed to like, yeah, on the surface it's about materialists and like setting all these people up and whatever, but like really the subtext is supposed to be about her realizing something in herself and like growing and then falling in love again, which I'd never really buy, because like it just doesn't happen for her. Like, Chris Evans is like, oh, I'll change, and then she never once says like, yeah, I'll also try to get over you being broke. Like, she never like admits anything that she did wrong.
I remember. We talked about this a bit, like 8 weeks ago or so. Because I had watched this like much earlier than you, and I shared the same sentiment. Kind of like, this is one of those strange movies for me where it had all the elements that I enjoy and that I liked, but I can't put my finger on what didn't work. You know what I mean?
Something was off. Yeah,
like,
something was just off.
I thought everybody was casted like fine. Like, I have no qualms with that. I have no qualms with the chemistry. I actually really liked her. I haven't seen her in a movie in a while that I actually thought she did a good job.
I thought she was so flat, man. Just like, it felt like nothing, like getting nothing from her the whole time. Like, there was in some of the flashback scenes, like, yeah, they worked because there was more emotion, I guess, in them. But like everything else just felt dry. I don't know.
For me, it was almost as if the movie focused on the wrong beats. Like, I feel like there was a story there to be told, and I feel like the vehicle for it was interesting. But for some reason, I feel like we spent too much time on like all the wrong moments.
Yeah, no, I can see that for sure. Yeah.
Either way, I mean, it's nice to see Chris Evans doing stuff that isn't, Captain America. Like, I
weird.
I hope he continues to take more roles like this. Like, his career is really
so
turning
weird
into
seeing him look like a string bean. Like,
right.
Where's all your muscle gone, bro? Like, but also, like, at the same time, I'm supposed to expect that just this like most handsomest man ever doesn't have great acting gigs and like isn't getting like callbacks and stuff.
This is so funny. I was just about to say, like, he can kind of pull off like the poor man vibe, but at the same time, it's like, buddy, you're too good looking. Like, you would just go be a model and that would be it, you know?
Yeah, exactly. The whole like disheveled Chris Evans look, like, he pulls it off, but he pulls it off in like the hottest way possible.
Yeah.
It's like, you're just so damn good looking, dude.
Like, I can see this guy like applying to be a bartender, and then like somebody comes in and sees him cleaning a glass, and they're like, boom, there's your calendar right there.
Yeah, we're doing Cocktail. Would you like to be in the remake?
Yeah, exactly.
Alrighty. Let's take a short break, and when we're back, we're talking The Running Man. The Running Man? The Running Man.
Ben Richards, 35, married, one child, in medical crisis.
We need money for a doctor now.
Ben, watch yourself.
Employment status, blacklisted. But there's still a way out for you. It's the biggest show in the country.
Bloodlust is our birthright! Set it free! Welcome to The Running Man!
People on these games never come back.
I'm not trying to get myself killed, so kiss my ass twice.
Right there is why you can win this game. The rules are simple. Survive 30 days. The entire nation hunting you down. And get your family out of Slumside for good.
I'm gonna come back here and burn this building down. I promise.
That's the spirit.
This is America, goddammit! And we don't put up with no bullshit! Yes! Hunt him down!
Alrighty, we are back. The George format for today will be as follows. We're going to discuss our thoughts on the 2025 Running Man, then we'll dive into the 1987 Running Man, likely making some comparisons as we go. We'll wrap things up with some final thoughts and give you our letterbox star rating for each, which I think is going to be interesting. I'm kind of curious whether we think one is superior or not, or maybe they both are great in their own right. So let's jump into the cast and crew of the Running Man 2025. This one is directed by Edgar Wright. Writers are Stephen King, obviously, based on his book, Michael Bacall, and Edgar Wright. The cast includes Glen Powell as Ben Richards, Lee Pace as Evan McCone, the number one stalker, Josh Brolin as Dan Killian, Coleman Domingo as Bobby Thompson, Caddy M. O'Brien as Laughlin. Is that it? Laughlin? And Michael Cera as Elton. Again, before we jump into anything, full spoilers ahead, just for anybody listening, in case you haven't seen the movie yet. If you want, you can jump ahead to the 1987 review because I hope you have seen that by now. Okay, let's talk cast. Any standouts for you here, Ripp?
So I mean, standouts isn't necessarily good, right? Like we can get into the bad here too. I'm not a hardcore Edgar Wright fan, but he does have a like very distinct style, and you certainly cannot tell this is an Edgar Wright movie.
That's fair, yeah.
In fact, I'm not really sure what the vibe of this is supposed to be. Like it's too serious at times and completely wacky the next. Like one minute you got the angriest man in the world, and the next you have, a half-naked Powell like climbing down a rope in a towel.
That's fair. Yeah.
So I guess what like really stood out to me first and foremost is the fact that this is supposed to be an Edgar Wright movie, but it doesn't seem like an Edgar Wright movie. Do you know what I'm trying to say?
I guess yes and no, because like I see a lot of Scott Pilgrim in this movie.
Okay.
Like Scott Pilgrim, the action is very like the action feels like this movie, and it's also like the tone is like a bit dark while being zany at times.
Okay.
Like so I pick up on some of that DNA for sure.
Yeah, I mean we can talk the good then. Coleman Domingo is such a treasure.
Dude, I was going to say, yeah, when can we talk about him? Because anytime he was on screen, it was just infectious.
Right? Like, it's hard to praise anybody else because, like, what limited screen time he had, he absolutely just stole the show. And having seen, the Arnold Running Man and how great of a job
Richard Dawson.
How great of a job Richard Dawson is doing in that movie. When I first heard this was being announced, I thought, what game show host are we going to get here? And when I saw that we decided to go a different route and actually cast, an actor, I was a little disappointed.
I wasn't seeing it though.
He absolutely nailed it though, man.
His charisma and just like anytime he's on screen, like I said, the infectiousness of that host, like he really kind of sells you on the whole network narrative of like what's going on. And like, you can see why people would be buying into the show because of how like, I don't know, just like, gravitating he is.
For sure, yeah. The charisma off the charts.
Yeah. I want to talk a little bit about our boy Michael Cera before we get into Glen.
Okay.
I think that Michael Cera is giving Leo a run for his money as a white man revolutionary of the year. Because honestly, the 5 to 10 minutes of screen time that he had in this movie were so much fun.
I like he's got the whole dad look going on too. I just like Leo, like one battle after another. It's so funny.
It was great. When we were at his mom's house and like the traps and just like all of his little quips, so fun.
I actually have I have a take on Michael Cera in this movie, but I want to save it for when we actually dive in here.
Okay, yeah.
Let's talk about Glen Powell.
Let's talk about Glen Powell. How were you feeling about our boy? Do you like the route that his career is going? Would you prefer to see him in more comedies, or do you like the action star kind of taking over here?
Okay, I'm gonna hit you with my thoughts here, and then I'm really curious to see what you think. I am a big Glen Powell fan. Like I have not hid this. Like I've bought all the stock in him when I saw Everybody Wants Some. Right. I worry more about how he's being shoved down our throats, because I think the more he is shoved down our throats, which he is, like Hollywood wants him to be like a big movie star, right? Like they want him to be a star, not just like a good actor, right?
Like when you say shoved down our throats, are you like kind of like the same way that like Pedro Pascal has been shoved down our throats in like recent years with like how he's just been in everything?
A little
Is that
bit,
where you're
yeah,
getting
but
at?
it's quite clear like Hollywood has an agenda with Powell, right? Like they want him to be the next like, you know, Leo, Tom Cruise, whatever. Like he's not just like your everyday actor. Like they want him to be a thing.
Right.
They want him to
Right.
be Chalamet, right? I think he could be a versatile actor who does a mix of comedy, and I think he can pull off action just fine, but I don't think he can put asses in the seats the way Hollywood thinks he can. And now I want to talk about this whole Tom Cruise comparison because I've been seeing a lot of discourse around it too. And again, like him starring in something like this is giving me the impression that that's the way they kind of want to push him. I can see him taking the baton from Cruise in the kind of movies that Cruise did earlier in his career. So I want you to think like, you know, before Mission Impossible. Like let's talk Minority Report. Like let's talk. This is after Mission Impossible. Like let's talk like
Yeah, I was gonna say
War of the Worlds. You know.
That's also after Mission Impossible.
Yeah, sorry. Is Minority Report after Mission Impossible?
Yeah, you're saying before Mission. You said before. Do you mean after Mission Impossible, like the first one?
Well, I mean, okay, let's talk before Mission Impossible then. I honestly, mixing up Minority Report. Color of Money, for example. How about that?
Right. Yeah.
That's
and
before.
then
Like that's the firm. Like
yeah.
things like this, I can see him totally pulling off. Like, you know, a hint of a thriller in it, a hint of like.
That's interesting you say that because I don't know if I could see Powell pulling off those kind of roles because we just haven't seen him in that kind of role yet, so
No,
I'm
for
not sure.
And let me sort of let me support this notion with this. I think he can do them, but I think he needs the right writer director combo to go with it, in kind of the same way that Cruise had, right? So the examples I gave you, Minority Report, War of the Worlds, Cruise, like these are both Spielberg movies.
Mm-hmm.
Think of Color of Money, like I mentioned. That's a Scorsese movie. Like, I think he just needs to be paired up with like a big time director. So in other words, I think he can do these movies and I think he can pull them off, but they need to be good. And somebody else has to be the draw, you know? Like, he's not the draw here. Like, you talk War of the Worlds, yeah, you're talking Tom Cruise, but you're also talking like Spielberg. Like, this is a Spielberg movie.
Yeah, you have a massive duo. Like,
that's what I'm saying,
really.
right? And I think
that's like
back
before Spielberg kind of like lost a lot of his like cachet and stuff, you know,
Yeah.
like he kind of fell off after that a little bit. He's kind of come back to form since.
And think of the movies that Powell has done that like people have really enjoyed so far. Like Top Gun Maverick, for example, he's not the lead in that, but he's got a solid director behind him who's pulling in draw, right? Same with, you know, Cruise is actually in that. But let's talk.
I think Cruise is the draw for Top Gun. Who's the director of Top Gun? Is it? It's not McQuarrie. It's the other guy.
I thought it was McQuarrie.
No, it's Kaczynski.
Oh, that's it. You're right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. Then let's say Hitman. Like I really enjoyed Hitman. That's Linklater, right? Like there's another big time director. So I don't think Hollywood's wrong. I just don't think they're quite understanding here. Like what's going on here with Powell. Like I don't think he can put asses in the seats, but I think he can do the movies they want him to do.
Yeah. I don't know. I think I get what you're saying. I'm not sure if I'm completely clear on your point, but like I think are you arguing that Edgar Wright isn't enough of a duo, like enough of a name to pair with Glen Powell to put the asses in seats? Is that kind of what you're alluding to?
Essentially, yeah. And I know there's a lot of like I feel like Edgar Wright has a cult following, but I don't think he has the, like you said, the cachet of like a Spielberg or a Linklater or Scorsese, right? Like it's just
honestly,
not the
I don't even know if a Linklater has a big pull anymore. Like
he doesn't. You're right.
Hitman went right to Netflix, which is a shame because it's a wonderful movie
for sure.
Like, it's a great movie. Like I would have loved to see that. Well, did we see that in theaters? I can't remember.
We did see that in theaters.
Movie? That was a TIFF movie, though, right?
Yeah, you're right. It was a TIFF movie.
Yeah. So like that's the thing. It's like it's getting harder and harder to put something out in theaters because there's just like no draw right now, and like I think they're like it's almost like Glen's almost being put up to be like the next and last action hero like kind of thing, right?
I totally think he can do it. I don't think he has built up the credibility yet, and I think the perfect way to do that is get him to do more blockbusters with these big draw directors, and I think he can start to like bring in a little, you know, some more asses than he is now.
Yeah. Let's look at his resume though. You got Top Gun, Maverick. Like let's just talk like the big blockbusters. Top Gun, Maverick, Twisters. You've got now Running Man.
Yeah.
Those are kind of like the big three blockbusters that he's been in since kind of hitting the scene and like taking off.
Sure.
Right.
Well, and what's the other one with Sydney Sweeney, right?
Well, that's not a blockbuster. That's like a summer rom-com.
Sure.
Like I'm talking, and that one also kind of sucked. in my opinion. Sorry, I'm not going to just speak for everybody, but like I think 2 of the 3 have been proven to work. Like Twisters was fantastic, and I think Twisters did really well in theaters, and so did Top Gun Maverick. I mean, Top Gun Maverick fucking slayed, but also like you said, he's got Tom Cruise in there. Running Man seems to be the one where it was like, here's your chance to go, and like I thought they had like everything lined up too. It's like, here's IP, here's a decent director that people love, and a really good movie star, and it hasn't really been performing at the box office, which is a damn shame because it's a fun movie.
I mean, honestly, I'm not surprised. Like, this thing had tank written all over it. Like, you look at the time of the year it's coming out and what it's going up against. It's sci-fi, right? People aren't really, like, sci-fi doesn't do well in the theaters. I mean, the budget for this movie is insane.
You say sci-fi doesn't do well in theaters, but fucking Avatar is going to drop out a week or two and just absolutely slay.
But again, that's not, people aren't seeing it because it's sci-fi. They're seeing it because it's fucking James Cameron, right?
Yeah, we want to know what you've been up to for the last 10 years, Jim.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Like I'm touring. Like I want our boy to do well. I don't think.
I wonder if it's not him or just a larger symptom of movies. You know,
I guess
people aren't going to see things. You know, which is sad. Like makes me sad when I think about it like that.
Well, I mean, we can jump into the movie itself here.
Yeah. So okay, let's do a quick synopsis of it. Everyone knows kind of what Running Man is right now, I think, right? So if you've seen the Arnold one, but basically a man joins a game show in which contestants are allowed to flee anywhere in the world and are pursued by hunters that are hired to kill them because the network has taken over and whatnot. And honestly, yeah, for me, I think the movie worked. I thought the execution was really great. I'll completely admit that it has moments that slogged for me. And the beginning is a little disorienting. Like it kind of just drops you in at first. But I kind of like that more than the over explanation that you could have gotten from one of these sci-fi movies. I think that's what one of its really big like hits is that like they don't shove in your face all this like, here, look at this cool future tech that we created for the sci-fi movie that you're watching, and like all this expo dumping and like, wow, this cool contraption that we made. No, they just let the characters organically talk about the world and you kind of figure it out as you go. But it could have gone the complete other way where it's just like exposition everywhere, just like, here, look at this cool flying contraption, here, look at that, and just kind of been like lame. So I think that really worked for it. Yeah. What about you? What did you feel?
I mean, first off, I agree with just about everything you said. I do love like in sci-fi where you just kind of get dropped in and like you said, you know, there's not a ton of exposition on how this is not works. Like your audience isn't stupid. Like we understand. If I see a car in the sky, I'm not like, oh, like how did they come about inventing flying cars? You know what I mean?
For sure.
Let me just start by saying again, like I was super excited for this movie coming out because I do love the Arnold version.
Oh yeah.
Again, you know, when I heard that this was going to be closer to the book, even though I haven't read the book, because I'm not a nerd. I'm just kidding. Reading super cool. I was really curious to see like what the alternate version of that Arnold movie would be. And I didn't enjoy the setting of this one as much as I did the Arnold version. And we'll get into that more, you know, a little later.
Right.
But I feel like the setting in this one played more of a character role with the setup and, you know, traveling, you know, between cities and such.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I almost feel like because of that, we lost some screen time that I would have liked to have seen either allocated elsewhere or just flat out cut from the movie.
Like you mean like while he's traveling between cities, like on the train or what have you, like those little
like,
moments?
Not even that. It's just sort of like we're having to bounce around different cities here. Like I think he's in New York for a period of time, and we have the whole like Boston. Him checking into the hotel, and then him like just chilling in the hotel room doing the like video or whatever, right? Yeah, and then you say he's in Boston, right? And it's like I don't need all of this like bouncing around places. Like what I love about the Arnold one is there's a set setting for you. It doesn't play a character role in that, you know, like. He's got to run around the streets. He's got to hide in sewers. He's got to hide in like cars and stuff. Like, it's just like, here's your obstacle course. He has to navigate it. It's clear. It's simple. Whereas like this, again, I feel like the setting is playing too large of a role and we're allocating too much time to bouncing around different places and then having to set up again what's happening in this city and how it's different from the other city. And, you know, at one point we're in Michael Cera's house, which is in like the backwoods, and it's a lot of time that's either wasted in setting up what's going to happen. And here we are, or it's just wasted period, as in like just cut it. I don't need this.
I honestly I wholeheartedly disagree with that. Like I don't think this setting is playing as much as a character as the Arnold version. Like the Arnold version is clearly from the 80s and clearly inspired by American Gladiator, which is why they decided to make it. Like, there's so many differences between this one and the Arnold one. Like, it's got a 3-hour like time limit. It's enclosed, like you said, in like a couple blocks or whatever. They have the obstacle course, but like I think that is just the 80s of the era when they when they made it. You know, it's like, here, hey, everyone loves American Gladiator. Let's make it like that. And we'll get into that because that's some of my favorite fucking shit from the Arnold version,
right?
But I like the kind of globetrotting, gallivanting. Like I like this idea that he can go anywhere because it honestly, like, the Arnold version, it's like the runners are kind of fucked. Like you guys are like you guys are not meant to win this game at all. Which, like, I guess, like, I wish I had also read the book so I could like make the comparisons of the themes. But like, I don't know, there's something about the globetrotting stuff that really works for me. And that, yeah, if you think about that, like, oh, what would you do if you were on this thing? Like, I would just go fucking hold up somewhere, which is what he does. And he's fucking getting room service and all that shit. And then he has to move and go here. Like, I like sort of those quieter moments before you dive into big bombastic action right away. Like, I kind of like some of those things. Like, linking up with William H. Macy's character and like getting the disguises and stuff like that. I like that kind of stuff. I really like that sort of like, you're about to be a spy, you're trying to blend in. That kind of stuff just kind of speaks to my sensibilities, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, to each his own, right? I just I don't know. I love the like American Gladiator, the whole obstacle course thing that he's going through in the Arnold version. And to me, this is just the world building was too large for me. Like, I just feel like, again, like you said, this movie is almost a bit of a slog at certain points, and we'll get to the third act eventually, but that's to me where you cut all of that time and you make the decision, like, is this going to be a world building, like, globe-trotting adventure with serious undertones, or is it going to be, a big Michael Bay action explosion in your face where Glen Powell is going to, really drive home and like put asses in the seats? Because to me, it can't be both. And to me, that's where the disconnect is like very evident.
I just think they're two different movies. I think you have to look at these two movies as completely different properties in a way. Like, they should have different names almost, because they are, like you said, they're so distinct in the ways that they approached the material. And I think comparing them does both of them a disservice. Like, I'll spoil my take on both of them. I think they're both phenomenal in their own ways. Like, I fucking love both these movies, like, for different reasons. Like, I think the Arnold version's fantastic, and I think the Glen Powell version's fantastic. But I really do think they're just different. They're different movies, like, in their heart. Yeah, I agree. There's definitely some stuff that should have been cut and left on the editing room floor kind of thing. But I don't know. Like, there's something about this one that really worked for me. Like, I thought the whole cast was like really great. Like, I thought everyone really played their parts well. And what I liked a lot about the casting too is I have this whole thing with like new movies these days, like, where everyone just looks too fucking perfect.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, and like with like Glen Powell aside, and like, he's kind of like the best looking one of the movie in a way, which is fine. He's the star. But like everyone else, like, Josh Brolin is ruggedly handsome, you know what I mean? Like, he's not like he's not like airbrushed, which like adds a layer of realism to me. Like, I feel so many movies that don't work these days, like these action movies that don't work, it's because like everyone just looks too perfect, and I can't buy in that like it's a real world. Like, I think back to Men in Black, and it's like, by all means, Men in Black is a movie that should not work because it's so hokey and goofy and about aliens, and fucking Will Smith's in it, and he's like chasing down aliens. But then you got Tommy Lee Jones, who's this serious and like earnest performer, but he fucking looks like a fucking catcher's mitt, Like, you fucking sell. He's also like ruggedly handsome. Like, he sells you on this world because like he feels lived in, Like, and that's something that I want to see more of out of movies. And I feel like this movie kind of like the casting is trending back that way, and it helps you buy in more to this like absurd world, right?
I actually really like your Men in Black comparison. I think this is the perfect example of what this movie should have strived to be. And don't get me wrong, again, like, I had a lot of fun with this. Like, this is the perfect large popcorn cherry Coke blockbuster that I crave nowadays. But I don't think we straddled the spectrum of goofy and serious as well as I would have liked. I think we could have lost all the stuff about the kid and like, driving home the fact that Powell's a union, family, camaraderie guy. Like, the whole beginning to me just didn't make any sense for what we got.
Beginning though.
Like, why
need that?
But like, do we need it in the same way? Like, we didn't get that so much with Arnold. Like, I feel like Arnold's was very straightforward.
the story is so different with Arnold.
is
Though.
so-
He's a
it
framed.
is,
He's
and
a framed cop.
I can't
so
help but
it's
like
easy.
make the comparison because I like the intro so
That's
much
fair.
better to the old one.
I don't know. I like that it gives Glenn a motive. Like it gives Ben Richards a different motive in this one that he needs to get medicine for. It's one of those. It's a more. I don't want to say like a fucking hard look at capitalism and shit like that because that sounds like stupid to say.
Hardship so hot right now.
It is so hot right now, and like I get it, and it's great. But you need something to hinge on. You need something like, so to speak, like to hang your hat on, so to speak. Where
Sure.
like, why is this character doing what he's doing? And like, yeah, he wants to save his daughter. He needs to help his family because the network, the corporations have taken over, and regular folks can't survive.
No, listen, and I don't disagree with you entirely. I think that's fine. Like you said, he needs a motive. So I don't think he needs everything that was painted in the beginning. Like him being the angriest man like in the world. Like what? Did that even come up again like an hour into the movie? The whole union thing. Like let's watch 7 different frames of Glen Powell stretching his arm out from a helicopter to save people falling into the water and getting fired for it. Like this is so ridiculous. And this could have easily been cut. Like his daughter is a clear enough motive to get him to do the game. Right? Like how did it take so long for us to get him into the game? Like I feel like it took like the first half an hour, 45 minutes of it.
It's funny you say that because it's about the same amount of time for the Arnold one too. Because he goes to prison first, and you have to do the prison break, and then he's got to get caught. Like,
but that's fun though.
No, I see what you're saying. I get what you're saying. They definitely didn't need to harp on like the union stuff and like why he was fired. But I think it's like just trying to paint a picture of control, right? And it doesn't need to do it to the extent that it did. Like absolutely, it could have been some of the stuff that got cut. But I get where Edgar Wright's going with it, right? You know, I get it.
It feels cheap
and if it's
to
being
me.
I wish one of us had read the book so we could say whether it was like a good way to like bring all that stuff to life. But no, I get what you're saying.
We don't need all of that. Like I get it. You want to flesh his character out a bit, but then it's like again, you're a big popcorn blockbuster movie. Like what are we doing here? Like we get it. Man wants to save daughter. So enters for $2 billion. Like we don't need the whole like unions are like good. We don't need the whole like it's just.
How did you feel about the Arnold on the money?
I like it. It's a good nod.
It was a nice little touch. It's like, so for me, the stuff that isn't really working is like there's a push and pull between like Brolin's Killian character and like the Megacorps, and like they're balancing all this stuff, and like Brolin's like over engineering of the show starts to be what sort of slogs it down to me.
Okay.
Like I wish that stuff was like sped up a bit more, like the whole, and they do it in the original one too, where they fucking edit scenes and like all that shit.
Yeah, but she's like going through
we
like
get
all
what
the
you're
tapes
doing.
and stuff. Yeah.
It's like, get what you're doing, like whatever, but like it's just kind of starting to slog where you're fucking Josh Brolin's like, here, I got the best deal in the world for you, and all this shit, like whatever.
It's also the most uninteresting part of the movie. Like again, this is the perfect place to bring up the third act. Why? Like why are we having all of this momentum to a screeching halt to just have him drive through everybody? You know what I mean? Like we get it, like the network wants to ensure ratings are high, and like they want to ensure that they get the kill like filmed, and we need to like build this giant, finale, right? And it's not exciting. It's just
it's like it's that stuff paired with the who's the guy he meets that's like trying to unmask it all. Like those two storylines feel like they're competing, and then thus never get flushed out either. Or you know what I mean? Like they're competing for airtime, so then it like slogs everything down, and neither one of them really gets its time to shine.
And the showdown between him and Lee Pace on the plane, like it's good. Like it's good action. It takes so long to get to that point. And again, like how did so much of this stuff make the movie? Because like another round needed to be done, cutting out all of this dead air.
Yeah, I mean, I get what you're saying. Yeah, I would have agreed, because one of my notes is like, I wish the runtime was just the exact same as the original. Like stop over engineering everything, do your thing. Like, yes, let's have this happen. But let's talk a bit about the action. How did you feel about the action? Like the action set pieces, did they work for you?
Oh man, like when we got the action, I loved it. There's so many of my favorite tropes in this, like kicking a grenade back at the guy who threw it, like using a broken piece of glass as a mirror to look down a hallway.
So great.
The ridiculousness of like, what is it? The letter on top of the building falling
Dude.
as he's climbing down.
You remember how loud I laughed in the theater at that? And you're like, I think you looked at me when I laughed.
Because nobody else decided to laugh. Like, what's wrong with you people? You don't like a good time?
The letter Y falls over and he just screams, "Why?" And I'm like, perfect. Fantastic. I love that. No notes. But I totally agree though. Like the action when we got it was like, it felt perfect for this kind of movie. And what I really, really loved about it, and having come off of DNFing on Ballerina, is that the John Wickian sensibilities of action were nowhere to be seen in this movie. And I fucking love that. Like I am so over the like drawn out 30-minute long fight scenes and just like everyone's getting shot in the head. Like they were great when it first came out. I'm over it now. Like, and this was nice to see some new stuff, you know, like I think for me, like some of the top parts were, you know, when the network goons come to Boston, you mentioned it, the grenade back in the elevator, the Y, all that stuff. Like, we got to talk about Michael Cera fucking Kevin McAllistering his house, like the electric traps, the super soaker, like the stair railing smusher thing. Like that was really fun. Like lots of great stuff. And then of course, like the fight on the plane, like a lot of cool moments there.
So you touched on it. I'm really curious what your thoughts are on this. Let's flip back here to the apartment action scene where, you know, he's hiding out and we have our hunters visiting him, right? They're tracking him in the apartment. There is a massive explosion that, I mean, we can all piece this together. A bunch of fucking civilians died in that apartment. Like that explosion was massive.
Yeah.
So I want to compare this to the fact that they're fine doing this. Like this was very evident. Like there's no like, let's cut away from the apartment. So, maybe it didn't actually explode and kill all these innocent people. We're okay doing this. But in the book, he flies that fucking plane into the building and he kills everybody. That's not okay. We can't do that, right? Like
you know why that's
that.
not okay.
So
you know why that's not okay.
Well, I want to talk about this because I'm curious. Like, do you think we'll ever see this again? Like, is
Probably
that
not.
it? Like, are planes crashing into buildings just done?
I do not think that's something anyone is willing to ever go near. Like,
it'll never be done again, right? Like this was the moment to do it. It's based on a book where it happens.
Yes,
and they shied away from it. So like, that's it, right?
It's one of those things where it's like, is it worth it? Is it necessary to do it? Is the shock and awe of that kind of scene necessary for your story to work? And I think most of the time it isn't, especially like given the history, given everything that we all know. What's the point of doing something like that to bring back that kind of memory for a lot of people?
That's fair. I mean? And I'm genuinely just curious because I mean, did you like the ending? Like to me, the ending felt very uncommitted in that, you know, they clearly wanted to stay true to the material, but they didn't.
Yeah, they did as much as they could.
Show the plane crash into the building and end it like that. So this is the route we went. And to me, it just felt like you had your foot in the water, but didn't want to go all the way in, right? And it rubbed me the wrong way. Like, I don't think
there might be a version where it exists. Honestly, they might have a version of it where that's how it ended.
And you think they tested it?
And then they watched it and then we're like, no.
Do you think there would be outrage?
What I think aside, I just don't think it's worth it. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like I think it's one of those things. It's like it'll dredge up some sort of pain for somebody, and why do that? You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I get it. I'm not committed to one way or the other.
It's like people show lots more traumatic shit on screen too, so it's like I don't know. I'm like talking out of my ass on this one a little bit.
No, I mean it's a sensitive subject, and I'm just curious. Like I don't know. Do you think there would be outrage? Like, do you think someone would drum up outrage over this? And then at that point, you have to wonder, like, execs like publicity and money. Like, are they going to take the free publicity to go see the movie? Like, I don't know.
I have no idea.
I'm just curious. I'm playing devil's advocate here, but no, I don't know.
Do you think? What do you think? Do you think someone's going to do it? Do you think someone will?
I don't think we'll ever see it. I think the fact that we didn't get it now in 2025 and it's a futuristic piece, right? Like it's very evident that it's not a specific building. It's like it's a TV building, right? Like I don't think we'll ever get it again.
Yeah, probably not. No, you asked me about the ending and what I thought about it. And the ending is a bit soft, and the whole like the plane blows up and then he also still comes back to the show and kills Killian. There's a lot of like how You know, it's like sure, I'll buy it. Cinema. You do get to see Glen's scowling face one last time kind of thing. Like, I think that's kind of neat. I do really like the plane fight though. Like, I want to touch on this. I love like when filmmakers use the way like planes work, where like if you dive, like people go up and shit, like into their action. So the whole like, let's hit the stick forward to go into a nosedive to raise the gun into Glen's hand so he can shoot somebody. Chef's kiss. That kind of shit is amazing.
Listen, I'm not a physicist, but it makes perfect sense to me. Of course that would happen.
Right. Yeah. I think wasn't there that whole plane where like you could get on like a 747, they'll like go up really high and then they'll dive so you can experience like weightlessness.
Something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not rich enough to know.
It's the same thing. It's the same thing. But yeah, I thought that was great.
There's so many vehicle fights in this movie. Like we get the plane, we get the cars, like multiple car fights. Like I love it, man. I'm a sucker for something like this.
Car fights are fun.
Car fights are fun. Back. Right? Yeah. The only part of was it Deadpool and Wolverine that I genuinely enjoyed.
Right, when they're fighting in the car. That's actually a really good sequence. Do you have any last closing thoughts on this one before we jump into the Arnold version?
I mean, it's just like rehashing everything I've said before. And I do kind of want to talk about Michael Cera a bit. I know you brought up like the fun hijinks at the McAllister house. To me, again, like it didn't fit the vibe, right? Like to me, I got this mix of, again, you know, serious undertones and like financial hardships and, you know, whatever, fascists in the year 3050. And then it's like, oh, but by the way, we're going to do this like Home Alone tribute with a lovable character as Michael Cera. And don't ask him about hot dogs. And he's also got like this
thought it was funny.
Really weird like mom or grandma living with him. And it's just the fucking tone is all over the place, man.
I don't know, man. It fits for me. Like I like it. I was into it. It didn't feel out of place for me. And like, again, I'm going to say it. Is this in the book? Is this like we should have done our due diligence to look this up? That's on us. But no, I get what you're saying, that it can feel a bit gimmicky and wacky. But like once you meet the Michael Cera character, you kind of like he's making zines. You know, don't forget the zines. And he's got like all the paraphernalia and the propaganda for like taking down the network. And like, I'm like, this guy would absolutely booby trap his house. He looks like a booby trapper.
He looks like he's got that look.
Yeah, he's got that Kevin McAllister look, right? Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I want to see it again. I've only seen it once, so I can see myself catching it a couple more times. I can really overlook all of my gripes with it, to be honest, because I thought everything else was like a lot of fun. The aesthetic, the performances, the inventive action. Like I'm into it.
Yeah, I mean, listen, like at the end of the day, I gave this a 4 on Letterboxd. Like, is it a 4? Like, so probably not. But it gets the entertainment bump from me, and that's what I want the most from these kind of movies. Is like I'm not looking
absolutely
for like I'm harping on tone, I'm harping on direction and like writing. At the end of the day, it does not matter because I was entertained. And when I go to see a movie like this, like that is the only like criteria for me.
100%, dude. I totally agree. Like I wasn't in the theater bored, which is fantastic. Like I had fun. I was enjoying myself. Like it was great. Like Edgar Wright even introduced this movie in the theater that we were in, which was like also I've never experienced before. So that was maybe that adds to it too. So that was really cool. Yeah, I agree. I gave it a 4 as well on Letterboxd. So there you go.
Will you watch this again?
Absolutely. I think I said that. I want to see it again. I can see myself watching it a couple more times. Probably not like, paying too much attention, but like have it on in the background kind of thing. But yeah, I definitely want to check it out.
This is a catch it in theaters, eat a large popcorn, have your like cherry Coke. And then at home, this is a scroll on your phone, look up every time there's a big explosion or a fight, right? Like this is this is a Ripp movie for sure.
Yeah, exactly. All right. Let's take a short break, and when we come back, we're going to chat about Running Man 1987 and how it compares to the new one.
In the year 2017, an innocent man accused of a crime has a choice: hard time or prime time.
Sensational. Perfect contestant. I want him.
He must pay or play the running man.
On your mark.
I'll be back.
We're back. Let's talk a bit about The Running Man 1987, starting with the cast and crew. The director of this one is Paul Michael Glasser. Writers, again, obviously based on the Stephen King material, and Stephen E. D'Souza. The cast includes Arnold Schwarzenegger as Ben Richards, Maria Conchita Alonso as Amber Mendez, Richard Dawson as Damon Killian, and then a slew of ex-wrestlers and NFL players just round out the cast, and it's fantastic. Let's jump into cast here. We got to talk about Arnold's version of Ben Richards. What do you got? What do you got for me of this version?
I love his version so much better. And
the king of one-liners.
Anything we say about this movie, I have to preface it with first that I love it because it is so much campier than the other version. And I can fully acknowledge that that is just because how it has aged, right? Like,
yeah, I was going to ask, is that like, was this movie serious when it came out?
That's
like,
what I'm saying.
Like,
I have no idea. I was not, yeah, right? Like, I was not crushing like popcorn and pop over this like as a teenager or childish adult that I am now. But that version of me right now is very much loving this from like 50 years ago. Like it fucking slapped so hard, man.
I totally agree, dude. Like watch it. It's been a while since I'd seen it, and I kind of forgot how campy it was for a minute. And then when I got in, I was like, oh, I love this. This is fantastic. Like Arnold is just the king of one-liners. Like he always gets the best little quips in every movie. And this one feels like they tried to beat the record or something, like what they had going. And I just want to give you a few that I love right off the top. There's one moment where he tosses a guy over the railing and he says, give you a lift. Fantastic. He's signing the contract on the agent's back and then he stabs him and he says, don't forget to send me a copy. What happened to Buzzsaw? He had to split.
Yeah, here we go. I can't wait till you're going to hit my favorite. And I know you already know
which one is it? Is it I'm going to ram my fist into your stomach and break your goddamn spine?
No,
that's not a quip. That's just a great line. What this one? Jesus Christ. Guess again. Or how about a light? What a hothead. So good.
Do you really not have the Sub-Zero one written down?
No, I don't have the Sub-Zero one written down because which one is it? Is it the Plane Zero?
Yeah.
That's a bad chirp. I wrote down that as a note. Like that is an all-time bad chirp. That makes no sense. They should have rewrote it. They should have given him a different line on that one because it sucks.
You definitely improvised that, right? Like that's an Arnold improv.
Like Arnold, only the material we give you. But yeah, like I also just like he's so great in it. Like give me any 80s to 90s Arnold movie and I'm gonna have a good time. Like he finds a way to always have a cigar in his mouth any chance he gets as well. Like
it's so good. He is essentially he's essentially a one-dimensional character in this, right? Like this is the perfect example of playing it safe isn't necessarily the worst version that you can get because he is written like so one-dimensionally. He's written to stay in a lane and he just sticks with it and it works. Mm-hmm. Like you said, chef's kiss, right? Like the version that we get of Ben via Arnold to me is it's so much better. Just simplify everything, you know?
Yeah, there's no nuance though.
There's no nuance. You don't need it though.
It's a completely different movie. It's a 80s gimmicky, like they're like, oh, American Gladiator is amazing. Let's just make it like that. Like it's so of the game show craze of the 80s. But don't get me wrong, like I'm not knocking this movie. Both are highly entertaining. This movie might be more fun. I don't know.
It's definitely more fun, I think. But again, it's a different kind of fun, right?
Yeah. So one of the biggest departures from the 2025 one is that Ben Richards in this version is a wrongfully accused and convicted policeman who gets his shot at freedom by participating in the Running Man TV show, where the stalkers are just like, man, they're just these glorified like wrestler characters. Like they have personas and like finishing moves and shit like that. And honestly, it's so much fun.
It's so much better. It's so much better. I miss this part from the new one so much. Like again, how do we just like, I don't know, cut back on the darker undertones of the new one and just lean in full gimmicky, full like. So
what you're saying is what you wanted was a faithful remake of the 1987 version of Running Man rather than an adaptation of the Stephen King Running Man book.
Absolutely. 100%. Am I wrong? Is that not the better version of what we got?
I'm gonna like, I don't know. I like both. I really like both for different reasons. Like for just completely different reasons. I love both these movies.
Like, hear me out.
Like
let me pitch you on this.
Okay. Yeah.
We remake this Arnold version with Arnold as
Right.
Killian, asses in seats. We lean full cheese, asses in seats.
Who
Or
do
you
you
know
get to
what?
play Ben Richards? You do you keep Glenn?
You keep Glenn. You can totally
Okay.
keep Glenn, because my problem isn't the casting with the new one, like, at all.
Yeah.
I thought everybody who
Yeah.
was casted did perfectly. Like, honestly, I'd even bring in Michael Cera to play as one of the Running Man with him instead of the kid from Do Not Destroy. But I like him. He was
Right,
okay.
right.
But yeah, I think that to me, anyways, that's the best of both worlds.
They're just so different in tone, and like you can quite clearly see how this was fueled by a writer's room just full of cocaine. like, like the themes are kind of generally the same. Of like, yeah, corporations took over, but everything with the execution is just bonkers. Like the stalkers, the overtop theatrics. You just can't not have fun with it. One of my favorite parts though is like it's meant to be 2017. Meanwhile, like one of the biggest aesthetics of the movie is just like 1980 style aerobics workout gear. Like that's I love that. You guys just really thought 2017 was gonna be the 80s again.
I mean, honestly, I'd be okay with that. We're getting another Miami Vice, so
Right. So a couple of other key differences to note are like you got in the 2025 version, it's 30 days. In this version, it's 3 hours. You have anywhere in the world versus 400 square blocks.
Yeah.
Of course, this one's way more game show focused, like way more into that. There's also the random 80s romance B plot that just randomly develops in the third act, which sucker for.
It doesn't fit at all, but it's like, oh, sure.
Yeah, Arnold just wants to kiss, he just
Can we put a pin in this and just talk about Arnold for a second?
Yeah, absolutely.
We will never get another actor like him again, right?
No.
Like, think about it. Objectively, like, horrible actor, but objectively so entertaining.
What's great about Arnold is just being able to like track his trajectory and like plot his course from like Terminator #1 to like whatever his last movie was, where he kind of does start to gain acting chops as he goes along. Like it gets less and less like gimmicky and corny, but like I don't know, I just love him. He's just so much fun, man. I was actually watching.
There's still always like a layer though of gimmicky and corny. Like, you know what I mean? Like
yeah.
you can't like skirt that layer. Like even in fucking Terminator 2 or Terminator 1, like whatever, I'm watching him and I'm still like, he says hasta la vista,
So Terminator 2 is where it gets gimmicky for him. Because I was rewatching Terminator 1 the other night, and that one is literally just like it's the movie Halloween but sci-fi. Like that's all it is, and he doesn't really have lines in it. Like he has a couple, but like he's just this menacing force in it. Like you're really like kind of scared by him. Like he's like just this fucking imposing figure, and he's crazy. But yeah, I don't know. I just love Arnold. Just so much fun.
Last night I watched Jingle All the Way, which I mean we don't have to get into. But it's the same thing, right? Like he stands out like a sore thumb in the movie, but
he's no average dad. Like,
while simultaneously being the best part of the movie. Like how does that work?
It's like, have you seen The Sixth Day? Like
No.
The Sixth Day is so dumb, like about cloning and stuff like that. And it's so weird. But like, yeah, Arnold, like again, he's supposed to be a family man, but like he's also like an action star at the same time. Like it's so, and you buy it. I buy Arnold the family man as much as I buy Arnold the action star.
His name is Howard in that movie. This man does not look like a Howard. Like, are you for real?
Oh, it's so good. It's so good. Okay, let's touch on a little bit of the game show tropes.
Okay.
I have to talk about this. Like, let's talk about the stalkers first and their wrestling personas.
Please, I can't wait.
Sub-Zero is the first stalker that we're introduced to. This motherfucker has a goalie stick with razor blades on the end of it, and his arena is an ice rink. Like, like what?
That's what I mean. Like, Do you think they wrote this knowing like, guys, 20 years from now, this is going to be the campiest thing ever? Or like, can you have camp like in present day? Like as they're writing this, they're like, this is campy.
I gotta like, is this like close to the like Russia Canada like super series like in terms of timeline, you know? And they're just like, oh yeah, hockey's like a huge craze right now. Because like hockey like in American media is not big ever.
No, I mean, if
like,
anything,
you'd imagine there being like a football player, right? A football themed like, guy.
In another world, like this guy's a linebacker for sure.
Exactly, but no, they went hockey themed out of all things, which honestly, it leads to some great material.
Oh yeah, it's so good. The use of like goalie nets,
fantastic. The one that threw me for the biggest loop because I completely forgot about him was Dynamo. Do you remember Dynamo?
The opera singer, right?
Yes.
It's so good.
He's not only an opera singer, he has electric bass powers as well.
Yeah, of course he does.
Like, it makes no sense.
How much more entertaining is this?
Like honestly, just talking about it is a blast. That's why I think it's like the unintentionally funniest movie ever. Like,
it's a different kind of entertaining. Like it's so hard not to compare the two.
Right.
And they're both entertaining in their own right. Like one is explosions. This is just, the decisions are so outlandish and so gimmicky that it's like funny versus, you know, explosions. Like that's what it comes down to for me.
Yeah.
It depends what kind of mood you're in, right? I guess like if I'm going to watch it in IMAX, like this is probably not the one I pick to watch in IMAX. Like this is the one I pick to watch from the comfort of my own home and order a pizza, right?
Totally fair. Totally fair.
But that doesn't make it worse.
No, it doesn't at all. No, this movie is still fantastic. I completely agree. And rounding out the stalkers, you get Buzzsaw, and that name just speaks for itself. It's due to chainsaw weapons. Fireball, again, speaks for itself. And then who's the last one? What's it? Jesse Ventura plays him.
Yeah, he's like some sort of Captain America or something, right?
Exactly,
Mr. America or something.
Captain Freedom or some shit like that, right? And he comes out of retirement to
which I also love. I know you love this trope too. When you got to bring somebody out of retirement to get the job done, I'm always there for that.
That one's great, but I also love, again, we were talking about the game show tropes. One of my favorite game show tropes that they do in this one is that the audience gets to pick the stalker.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
And I love the one guy can't decide who. He's like, oh, I don't know who to choose. And he's like, well, you get both. Like, it's so great. It's such classic game show stuff. And he gets both his stalkers that he wanted to come out. Oh, it's fantastic.
So fucking good.
But after we get all the stalkers and stuff like that, that's where the movie really just falls apart, though. Like, the whole Rebel broadcaster storyline is just so thin. Like, where did they, and like, what were his buddies like Laughlin and the nerd guy doing? Like, they're tracking down some sort of signal to like piggyback off.
Yeah, I don't know.
I didn't understand any of that stuff. And then they're just randomly also just in these tunnels that are underneath the building of the network, and they just storm the network.
That's my favorite part. I love that. That's it's so convenient.
That's how it wraps up. It's like, yeah, we'll just go storm them now. Let's do it.
It's all so loosely pieced together, but again, you don't even care because you're just having so much fun.
Yeah, exactly. Like just the way, like at the end, like Arnold puts Killian in the like the luge sled thingy to send him down to the people, so to speak. Yeah, I don't know. It's just like you said. It's so much fun. It's just a gimmicky blast. Like, do yourself a favor, audience. Watch Running Man 1987.
And you know what the biggest difference for me really is, now that we've fully like fleshed this out and talked about it, is the boring parts of the new Running Man aren't excused by how much fun the explosion and action scenes are. Like, I think that because there's so much slog in between action scenes and explosions, that it stands out more, right? Whereas this Arnold version, there's more than enough like camp. There's more than enough like absurdity to excuse how like loose the plot lines are. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's fair. I get what you're saying, but it's just funny. It's like, I was going to ask you, so clearly you prefer one over the other. You prefer the 1987 version. I can hear it.
Gun to my head, I prefer it, but at the same time, they're two different movies for me. Like, there's no point where I would just sit down and I would be torn to choose between these two. Like it's entirely like mood dependent.
Yeah, of course. It depends on what you want to see. And like, I just think, like I've been saying it all along, I think both these movies are great in their own unique ways. Like the original has a lot going for it, but the charm that you get with a rewatch of Arnold and the group of zany stalkers, their personas, that stuff's also just so good. Yeah, I don't know. I also give this one 4 stars. You know, like I had a great time with both. Like, when you rate this one, what do you give it?
I mean, honestly, I gave this a 3, which I might have to revisit.
You gotta bump those numbers up, dude.
It's tough because again, I don't know. I should be grading.
How much fun though?
I should be grading this on entertainment, and I'm not. Like I'm such a hypocrite, right? The first one, I'm like, it's a 4 because I was entertained. This one, I'm clearly so entertained, and I gave it a 3 because it doesn't make any sense as a movie.
Oh yeah, it falls apart. Like the whole third act just falls apart, and like there's a. We didn't even talk about the jailbreak. Like,
right?
You don't even need to because it just happens so fast.
I don't know. I'm gonna have to go back and bump that number up though. You're absolutely right. Like I said, the plot the plot is so fucking weak. And this is a clear case of something that's benefited through age. But like, fuck, nobody watches this kind of movie for the plot, right? Like they watch it to see Arnold be like a cheesy ass kicking action hero, and that's why I watched it.
And that's completely fine. There's nothing wrong with that.
That's what I mean. This movie knows what it wants to be, and it commits to it, and that's why like I love it.
I do find it weird to say that this movie knows what it wants to be and commits to it, looking at it through the lens of 2025. Like we didn't see this movie when it first came out. Like I have no idea what the dialogue about it was back then. I have no idea if it was trying to be a serious movie, and then just because we're in 2025, we have the hindsight and we know that it's campy, we know that it's corny because movies have come so far since then.
No, for sure. But I guess my only counterpoint to that is like, this isn't a one-off. Like these movies ran rampant in the 80s, right?
Dude, that was
like,
the 80s, man.
Like,
that was just the time.
One of my all-time favorite like stupid movies like this is Sudden Death.
Right, yeah,
Do you know this one? It's like Jean-Claude Van Damme has to like
it's the
save
hockey
the
one,
arena
right?
before it blows up during the hockey game, which is so fucking stupid.
So dumb. So dumb, man.
But it's so good. So I don't know. It's hard to say. Like, is it the camp? Is it the age? Or is it just like its own genre of movies that just existed in the 80s?
I want these movies to come back somehow. I just don't know how you bring these back and like people take them for what they are. You know what I mean? Because like you say, like on rewatch, it's easy to take it for what it is and like enjoy the camp. But I feel like if you tried to make one of these now, you'd get laughed at. You'd get like, people wouldn't get what you're doing.
I don't know. Do you really think so? Because I think you just have to lean into the absurdity. Like think of the vibe of Naked Gun, right? Like the remake.
Yeah.
They captured that vibe. Like I think they knew what they were doing. They wanted to commit to that and like they understood the assignment. And the audience, I think, respects that. Like the audience went in knowing like, oh, okay, this is what this is going to be. Let's not take ourselves too seriously here.
I think that's easier for a comedy though. You know
Do you
what I
think
mean?
so?
Like that's, yeah, 100%. Like Naked Gun is based off of a slapstick misdirect comedy. If you tried to make like an 80s action flick today, that, because there is a part of this version of Running Man that takes itself seriously. You know what I mean? Like it's the stalkers and the weird costumes aside, like this movie has a bit of like an earnestness in its like storytelling. It's not like being flamboyant for the sake of flamboyant. It just has ended up to be flamboyant because it's fucking looking through the lens of today, right? So I don't know. I just don't know. I don't know. I would have to see it. I would have to see one. You know, I don't even know. I can't even like. I'm trying to think of a comp of like an action movie that's tried to do something.
I mean, we get close versions, but again, I just think that in the end they don't fully commit to it. Like for example, this is so funny because I DNF'd it. Heads of State,
right?
Where it's John Cena and Idris Elba, and they're playing like the heads of their respective countries, and they got to save the day, like they're action heroes. And you're like, this is a very 80s plot. And there's a lot of like quips, and there's a lot of like, you know, the buddy cop chemistry between the two. But at the same time, I feel like it still thinks it's a serious movie. So I feel like we've seen elements of it, but we're not quite there.
It's one of those things too. I wonder, like, in 20 years, 40 years, are we going to watch Heads of State again and be like, oh, this movie's fucking great? Like, you know what I mean? Like I
honestly might.
Yeah. All right. Do you have any closing thoughts, or are you ready to get out of here?
I'm ready to get out of here. Again, like I'm probably going to sign off and then go up my rating for this Arnold version on Letterboxd.
I love it. Do you want to let the audience know what we're doing next time for this off-season content?
Yeah. So Chaps here came up with a great idea. Thanks for throwing it to me though, for taking credit. So Chaps threw me his guilty pleasure movie. I threw him my guilty pleasure movie. We're going to go through kind of like what makes it, that perfect Sunday afternoon, rewatchable, talk bits, talk scenes. I'm excited.
Yeah, it's going to be a good one. We're just going to keep bringing you guys, the audience, some new, fresh content while we plan season 3. All right, we'll see you next time. Thanks for listening. You can find us every Wednesday on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. Don't forget to check us out on Instagram and Letterboxd. The links are in the show notes.